This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for November 5th, 2025. AC/DC announced yesterday that the Pretty Reckless have been tapped to support the band on their 2026 North and South America Power Up Tour. Tickets go on sale November 7th, and the Pretty Reckless is back with a new single, For I Am Death. They just released a new Christmas EP, and Taylor Momsen is set to perform at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, taking place on Thursday, November 27th, airing on NBC. She'll also be seen paying tribute to Soundgarden as they get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles this Saturday. You'll be able to stream it live on Disney+. In a new interview in Rolling Stone magazine, Wolfgang Van Halen talked about protecting his dad's famous instruments during the LA wildfires earlier this year, saying, quote, "There were multiple fires within a mile of the house, so I rented a U-Haul and filled it with as many of my dad's guitars as I could. I couldn't even worry about my own stuff because I had to worry about my dad's legacy. I had the Frankenstein in my car for about 3 weeks. That anxiety and stress really bled into my lyric writing." Bob Dylan has a Nobel Prize, a Pulitzer, an Academy Award, and 10 Grammys. And now the Berklee College of Music in Boston has given him an honorary doctorate for extraordinary influence on modern music, as well as his lifelong commitment to creative exploration. It marks the first time Bob Dylan has been bestowed with such an honor by an American college or university since 1970. Bob Dylan commenting in the statement saying, "Thank you, Berklee College of Music, for bestowing me this prestigious honor. What a pleasant surprise. Who knows what path my career might have taken if I'd been fortunate enough to learn from some of the great musicians who taught at Berklee. It's something to think about." Duke Ellington, Aretha Franklin, Quincy Jones, Joni Mitchell, B.B. King, Ringo Starr, Roberta Flack, A.R. Rahman, and Loretta Lynn have all been given honorary doctorates from Berklee. In the 8 months since it was launched, Willie's Remedy has taken over the THC drink category with unprecedented growth, selling more than 250,000 bottles, and is on a run to do more than $60 million in its first year. Willie Nelson's Willie's Remedy is the #1 THC beverage online and is quickly replicating that success in retail. Hardcore icons Henry Rollins and Ian MacKaye have joined forces for a new music project, recently hitting the studio to record 4 songs. Henry Rollins, who fronted Black Flag in the 80s and the Rollins Band for about 2 decades after, revealed that he and MacKaye of Minor Threat and Fugazi came together at Inner Ear Studios in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago. Following this past summer's tour with Christopher Cross and Men at Work, Toto announced they're staging a tour being billed as an Evening with Toto. Steve Lukather and Joseph Williams have curated a new set list for the excursion, starting February 18th in Milwaukee and running through March 13th in New Buffalo. That includes a stop on February 24th in North Charleston, South Carolina at the North Charleston Coliseum and Performing Arts Center. No dates in New England have been announced yet. Former Guns N' Roses manager Alan Nevin has filed a lawsuit against the band while seeking the court's approval to publish his autobiography, Sound and Fury. Legal documents filed on November 3rd provided to and reviewed by Loudwire. Niven requested a jury trial while claiming that the band is trying to enforce a non-enforceable contract and attempting to interfere with the release of his memoir. One of the key points of the suit centers on a 1991 confidentiality agreement with the band. Nevin was set to move ahead with his Sound and Fury memoir. The band invoked a confidentiality agreement in a letter to Nevin sent in May of 2025 that was part of his buyout agreement when he moved on from the group. Niven is claiming that the confidentiality agreement itself is not enforceable because not all members of the group signed it. At the time, Slash, Duff, and Izzy signed the agreement, but Axl Rose allegedly did not. Stradlin remains silent on the matter, and it's not clear, according to court documents, who is attempting to enforce the agreement by stopping the book's publishing. Seven Dust have wrapped up the recording process of their 15th studio album, Clint Lowry revealing on social media. He thanked the Killer production team and said, quote, "So grateful. See you all out on tour very soon." Yesterday at noon, the Deftones released their collab with Dickies. And within a couple of hours, it was completely sold out on the band's website. Bootleg Deftones Dickies merchandise has been circulating for years. The band made it available at Dia de los Deftones over the weekend, but yesterday it went live online and it's all gone. And Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top is set to play a string of North American concerts in 2026, calling the tour Big Blues from Texas, Billy F. Gibbons, and the BFG Band. The tour includes several stops in New England, February 10th in Derry, New Hampshire at the Tupelo Music Hall, February 11th in Plymouth, Mass. at the Plymouth Memorial Hall, February 13th in Rutland, Vermont at the Paramount Theater, and on February 20th in Mashantucket, Connecticut at the Foxwoods Resort Casino. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the Mistress. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 283, featuring Scott Anderson from Finger 11, is available now.